So welcome to this video. Today we will learn how we can manipulate a string in Python. We have already created a video regarding string. In that video we have explained how you can create a string and what is a string. We provided more details regarding a string in the previous video that we have created about that. Today we will just learn some important thing you need to know about string, okay? So let's say if we want to print something to the console, we might say print uh, like good morning, okay? Good morning. We might want to print that to the console. Let's see what will be the result. Okay, I'm sorry for this one. Okay, it says like good morning, you see? So, but what if we want to print multiple elements to the console? We can say print hello, okay? Print how are you doing? Okay, so let me say, let me put the question mark right here. Let's see what will be the result. You see, it says, good morning, hello, and how are you? Remember, the print function by default will print every like string to a new line, okay? But there is a better way we can save ourselves from writing like three print statement, okay? There is a better way we can handle that by using the backslash in the end character. We can say good morning, and then we use the backslash, okay, n, and we say hello, hello, and we say backslash n, and we say how are you doing? Okay, let's see what will be printed to the console. Okay, so let me take time to explain that to you once again. The print function, okay, it will print like every string in a new line by default. And then we can save ourselves, okay, some time and also some code, like a few line of code, just by using the backslash n. And then with the backslash n, that means we can write like multiple string on the same print function, and then they will print on a new line. Okay, that is what it means. If you have not yet learned about the print function, I have already created a video regarding to that. I want you to go back and to watch this video so you can learn how you can use the print function in Python. Okay, so with that being said, let's print to the console to see what will be the result. You see, it says, good morning, hello, how are you doing? That is excellent. So this is what you can do instead of like using multiple print function, okay? Okay, so one other thing I want you to keep in mind is the fact that we can concatenate a string together. Let's say if we write print Dave, okay, plus hello. Let me say hello before, hello before, and I say like Dave, okay? I write Dave. Let me comment this code so it doesn't give us some like nonsense code on the console. You see, it says hello Dave, and remember right here there is no space between hello and Dave. To get a space, we can do that in three different ways. We can put a space right here, okay? Let's see what will be console. That is one of the way we can solve this one. It says hello Dave. Or if we don't want to put the the space right here, we can put the space right here. Okay. Let's see what will be console. Okay, it works. Or we can do another way we can do that is to also concatenate an empty string with that. We can say okay plus, okay, and then we pass the, we will also put an empty string, and then it will, we will concatenate these strings together. Let's see. Okay, it says hello Dave, it works. So one thing I want you to keep in mind, when you use concatenation, the concatenation will the print function will take each of these string and it will combine them together. Okay, and then like we can see it will merge them into one string. That is what the print function will do for us in that situation. Another thing that we can do is to get the number of characters that are in a string. To get the number of characters in a string, we can use the length Python function, and we can say, let's say if I create a variable called text equal hello world, okay? Hello world. And then I can count how many characters are in the string by passing the variable. Okay, let's see. It has 12 characters inside of this string. This is what I want you to keep in mind, okay? And then let me take another example with you. For example, I want you to pay close attention to what I will be saying, okay? Let's say if we create a string, we say hello, and then we forgot to add uh, one of the code, okay? Let's see, it will give us an error on the console. It says syntax error, okay? So right here, it prints, and then it prints like where the we have the error, right? On the hello, on the print hello, that will not be printed because it is, we need to have double quotes, okay? As soon as we have double quotes, it will be working. In case you forgot to put one of the code, it will give you a syntax error, okay? So you need, when you see an error on your terminal, you need to keep in mind, you need to pay close attention to that error, and then you can look on Google to see how to solve it. In case you don't know, you will not know everything. Just to let you know, nobody knows everything. So when you see an error like that, you will need to, if you cannot solve it, you need to try to debug the code. In case you cannot debug the code, you can just copy the error and paste it on Google, okay? This is something that you can do, okay? So now, one thing I want you to keep in mind as well, the error on the console is coming from the Python compiler itself, okay? This error is coming from the Python compiler. Okay, now we have seen also how we can use the length function. Let's say if we have like a text, again, let me take this same one. Okay, this one is not important for now. So now another thing I want you to keep in mind is how we can find, okay, a character from that string. Let's say if I want to get the first character from that string, let me write it right here. Get the first character, okay, from that from a string. From a string. Okay, to get the first character from a string, in programming, programmers count from 0 because we are in like a binary, okay? And then we count from 0 and then 1, 2, 3, etc. But one thing I want you to keep in mind is, if you want to get the first in a list, in a string, like etc. Okay, or in a set, we need to use 0 because in programming we start count from 0. If we want to get, if I say hello, okay, hello, and I want to get the first character, let's see what will be printed to the console. Let's see what it will give us. Okay, let me comment this code so you can have a better idea. Let me show you. Okay, we have the letter H. The letter H is the first character in the string hello. So this is why when we use this one, okay, when we use the slicing, when we use uh the square bracket like 0, and then it returns the first character in the string. Let's say if we use 1, okay, if we use 1, what will be what do you think will be printed to the console? Okay, it will be the letter E because we start counting from 0. The first character, the first in anything, okay, in like in I can say in Python, the first of anything is like 0. Okay, and for example, let's say if we had a list, let's say list, let me call it my list, okay, equal one, let me say banana, and then I have this equal apple. If I want to print the first item from that list, I will say my list, and then I get the first item, the first element, and the first element is banana. Okay, so I hope you have learned a lot of things. And then I want you, if you don't know what is a string, if you want to get more details, you can go back to the previous videos and learn about what is a string, how you can create a string, and you'll have more details. Another thing is that, let me show you something. If I print uh 456 plus 34, what do you think will be printed to the console? Can you guess what will be printed to the console? Okay, let's see what will be printed to the console. It gives us 4, 56, 34. But why is that? We just have numbers right here, right? This is not number. This is not a number. This is not a number. This is a string. This is a string. You know, when you concatenate two strings together, it just merges them. Okay, so this is what is happening right here. This is why we have this result. Okay, so in this video, we have learned how we can manipulate a string. We have learned, instead of writing multiple point function, we can just only one. In that case, we use \n and with the string we want to write. Okay, and also we have learned how to get the number of characters on a string using the length function. And now we have learned also how to get the first character on a string, how to get the second character, etc. It doesn't matter in a string. And also we have learned how we can concatenate the strings in Python. So we have also learned about numbers that are string. When you have like numbers and when you combine numbers has strings together, what will be the result? So I hope you have learned a lot of things, guys, in this video. And then thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching this video on Facebook. I'm sorry, on Facebook. Do not forget to just follow us. Thank you. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.